So about 2 days ago, Infinity Ward released a patch for Infinite Warfare, patch 107. In the patch, there are still no leaderboards. Nothing patched affects gameplay, and everything pretty much had to do with supply drops. I think this is the worst update in Call of Duty history. What they did was they took every weapon variant and gave it a duplicate. Now the duplicate, the only difference between the duplicate and the actual weapon variant, it has the same exact perks of the variant, but you get an extra 15% XP for every kill that you get. So in TDM, instead of getting 100 points per kill, you get 115. It really has no overall effect because it doesn't affect your overall XP. It only affects kills. It doesn't affect assists. It doesn't affect medals. It doesn't affect overall XP. It only affects every time you get a single kill. Now the XP versions of the guns can only be earned through supply drops. You can't just create salvage and then like unlock the gun. You have to actually play or spend COD points is what they want you to do to actually get the XP versions of the gun. I was lucky enough to get one gun. I got the MV4 out of like a regular drop. Also, they've added in a bunch of new camos for the guns. Like there's now 123 camos you can unlock, right? And out of those 123, a lot of them are pretty much just straight up emblems that they've snatched from the game files and just stretched it and made it into a camo. Like it's not even an actual camo, and they look like freaking ridiculous or utterly atrocious. To add along to the things you'll never get, such as the overpowered mammoth or the new sentinel mauler or the shotgun that drops score streaks or extra points for teammates, like even though they didn't get a kill, or the one gun that has high caliber in the game. They've added in even more weapon accessories. Like who doesn't need a little attachment on the side of your gun that looks like a little baby dinosaur? They've also added in more combat rig taunts at the end of the game. Like people actually care about what their character is doing at the end of the game. And they've also added in extra little hand gestures in game. So when you kill somebody, you can actually do like a little taunt. Whoop-de-doo. Basically, they took your odds of getting something good off the black market and made them worse. This is only January, and I'm sure they're going to add in even more variants, even more stuff that's going to make people angry. But they still haven't touched anything gameplay-wise. And that's partially why I don't want them to release Modern Warfare 2 or remaster any other games, because they're just like killing the franchise right now. Supply drops and variants are going to be the death of Call of Duty, and that's really the only thing Activision seems to care about right now is making more supply drops, making more camos, and making more stuff that people don't want. Meanwhile, making a terrible game. They still haven't done nothing about people spawning right next to you. As you'll see how I get one of my deaths. I was looking one way and we had an advanced UAV, and all of a sudden it was like 4 people right next to me. I just don't see how you can release a game so unfinished and unpolished and it be the most disliked game in the history of the franchise, and the only thing you patch is supply drops. But enough negativity on the bright side. Those that do custom games and game battles and stuff like that, you can now set your custom games to invite only. That was another big thing in the patch, like the major thing. Like, why is it that you can't set your parties to private? Like, how long has that been in Call of Duty? Like, you still can't even set your parties to private, but setting your custom games to invite only. Like, that's like a basic 101 feature in the game. But enough patch talk. This is also another road to 2KD. This game was on Genesis. Genesis is the remake map of Dome and Strike Zone from the previous Call of Duties. I think I finished 29-3. I had an ugly teammate that also finished like 45-2. We ain't gonna say no names. But I was also using the variant that gives you the 15% extra XP. And I didn't really notice I was ranking up any faster, but the variant itself has a sensor and stability, I'm pretty sure, which is like grip or whatever. Sensor, whenever you shoot somebody, it like outlines the person you shot on the minimap, so they can either steal your kill or you don't have to call them out. This is probably going to be the last Road to 2KD video. Not the last one. I got one more because as of right now I have a 1.93 KD, 1.93. The last video I think I had like a 1.85, 87. I'm not exactly too sure, but it's I can't support like what they're doing with this game. I can't get behind it. So I'll more than likely be making all Black Ops 3, all Modern Warfare Remastered content. Hopefully they release Modern Warfare Remastered separately so more people will be able to pick it up. The player count is kind of low, strictly because people aren't buying Infinite Warfare. I hope they don't try this strategy again, man. Freaking, I can't see them releasing like Black Ops and then putting all supply drops and taking out the original like black market. That's really how they should have did the black market in the first place, like with the currency and all that, and bring back wager matches. Like wager matches would have been lit. But anyways, that's all I had to say for today's video. The game finishes like 100 to 35 or something like that, so it was a complete domination. Anyways, have a nice day. Leave a like, drop a comment, tell me what you thought about today's topic. I'm Meech, I'm out. Peace!
The enemy has a drone package.
Shock sentry tech activated.
Enemy UAV.